The Colorado State game was one of the dirtiest games in recent memory. Dozens of things went poorly in this game. And to make matters worse, yesterday we got the news that Travis Hunter would be out for 4 weeks with a lacerated liver. Not a super common injury, but man, prayers up for Travis. We asked you in yesterday's video to comment support below. If you haven't done that, send a prayer up. But despite how bad things were, during the post-game press conference, Coach Prime pulled off something that had both Colorado and Colorado State fans stunned. And I'm going to show it to you right now, and then we're going to talk about it next.
Coach Richie Carney, Denver Sports. You told the world on game day to keep the cameras rolling when you and Jay would meet post-game.
Right.
When Jay was asked about it earlier, he said about what maybe went on or what was said. He said you can ask Prime about that. So
Well,
was there anything meaningful in the
No,
post-game exchange?
no. I know Shador kind of got in between it, but no, I don't. Man, I don't hold. You know, I could be petty if they petty, but I ain't got time for that, man. I'm on to bigger things. I'm happy for the brother. I really am, man. I'm happy that they fought, that they played a good game. I'm happy he's a head coach. I'm happy for any brother that's doing it and successful, man. I truly am. I don't know where all this stuff comes from. I have to respond because, you know, it's my mama taught me that. You just ain't gonna type me and I'm gonna sit back and ain't gonna say nothing. But I'm happy for that dude, man. I don't know him, but I'm happy for him. I wish the best for him. I really do. Nothing. My success ain't got nothing to do with his. So why would I want him to succeed? I don't know how people get down like that. My blessings ain't got nothing to do with his blessings.
I could be petty if they were petty, but I ain't got time for that, man. Coach Prime said that. And here he proves that he's not going to just hold a grudge and carry the luggage of wishing negative on someone else. He's taking the high road. I've often heard that bitterness is the only poison that you drink and you wait for somebody else to die. Bitterness does more to hurt the person that's holding it than the person that it's bestowed upon. And this is the lesson from Coach Prime. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be petty. I don't have time to be childish. I don't have time to be a middle schooler. Coach Prime offers a valuable lesson. What did he say next? I'm on to bigger things. Hey, I'm happy for the brother. I really am. And I'm happy that they thought that they played a good game. And I'm happy he's a head coach. I'm happy for any brother that's doing it and successful. Man, I truly am. So many lessons here, but Coach Prime basically is saying that all the bitter blood was laid to rest immediately after the game, and that he was still happy for his opponent, and he could still wish good things for him. This is Coach Prime being the bigger person. He didn't take the media's bait. He didn't tear apart his opponent. Now, he was playful at College Game Day. You remember what he said? Make sure you keep the cameras rolling after the handshake. There was nothing out there. Nothing happened. Coach Prime's not going to disrespect somebody like that. And he's a showman, but man, nothing was going to go wrong or boisterous or loud or inappropriate there. Coach Prime has respect, and he shows that respect because it's what he expects out of his players. It's what he promises their parents when they commit to him to play at Colorado. And he's going to continue to do that. He's going to continue to not only require that standard, but he's going to continue to set that standard himself. He's going to continue to be the leader that these young men and their parents were promised that he would be. What did Coach Prime say next? He said, next, I've got to respond. It's basically what my mom told me to do. And if you say something about me, I'm not going to just sit back and say nothing. What's Coach Prime doing here? It brings a little humor to the situation. Here, Coach Prime is pointing out that unlike Coach Norvell's mama, who seemed to be focused on wearing hats and glasses inside, Coach Prime's mom taught him to defend himself when attacked. But despite this, and despite the humor, because Coach Prime is funny. If you don't think he's funny, we might not be the channel for you. But despite the humor, Coach Prime still led with grace, and he buried the hatchet. It was over. It reminds me of those guys in the 90s and really even the 80s who played basketball in the NBA, and it was an absolute war. It was an absolute war at times. And they didn't like each other on the court. But then off the court, man, they were buddies. It reminds me of Kobe and LeBron and some of those guys. It's a war out there for 60 minutes. But after that, man, they move on. They still have respect. Finally, Coach Prime finished with this. He said, I don't know him, but I'm happy for him. I wish the best for him. I really do wish him nothing but success. It's got nothing to do with us, so why wouldn't I want him to succeed? I don't know how many people get down like that. My blessings ain't got nothing to do with his blessings. Again, Coach Prime, after an emotionally charged game, a game in which we told you that there was a lot of dirty stuff going on, a game in which probably the player that he's third closest with on the team, Travis Hunter, outside of his two sons, got hurt. And they knew he was going to be missing some time. They hadn't gotten the test back, but they knew he was going to be out for the biggest 2 games of the year. Coach Prime still said and did the right things. And Coach Prime says he wishes blessings on that fierce, bitter rival, that fierce, bitter opponent. And he instills such a great lesson for us. There are going to be times where we need to do that as well. Coach Prime is literally wrapping up his press conference, wrapping up his day, wrapping up this Colorado State week with what? Blessings, being thankful, and wishing nothing but success for that opponent that he just took down. How many times are we doing that? How many times are we of that mindset? How many times are we willing to wish blessings on those who maybe aren't wishing blessings on us? There's a pretty popular book that says to bless those that curse you. Some of you will get that reference and some may not, but maybe Google it. And Coach Prime is living that out. Coach Prime is instilling that in his team, in his staff, in the recruits that he's recruiting, in Buffalo's fans, in Colorado State fans, in the media. And if you look at the numbers on who all watches these games, the rest of the country as well. Hey, we appreciate you guys a ton for watching. If you've made it this far into our video, we so much are thankful for that. We talk about it all the time, but we're really thankful for the support of the Prize Picks app. They are an app that is kind of like a daily fantasy app that you can log in and you can do different things with. You can take the more or less on a lot of these players' stats and what Travis Hunter may do or what Shedeur may do or Xavier Weaver. We've had a ton of fun with it. We've had a lot of you guys tell us that you're checking it out, and we appreciate that a ton. If you use our code BUFFS, BUFFS, you get a 100% match up to $100. Make sure that you're checking out that Prize Picks app. Let us know in the comments if you're winning any money or not. You guys keep telling me you keep taking the Buffs. We've got another big one this weekend against Oregon. It's going to be fun. Make sure that you're on that Prize Picks app, having a ton of fun with it. Appreciate you guys, as always, for all the love, support, and everything else that you give to the channel. It is so humbling, and we really do appreciate all of it. If you missed our video from yesterday in which we went into detail how the Travis Hunter injury might actually help Colorado, as crazy as that sounds, and you want to check that video out, do me a favor and click right here to watch it.